Hello, my name is Dr. Jane Taylor, and this may be the most important video you'll watch this year. If you're over 60 and feel like you're no longer the same man you used to be, if you wake up tired even after a full night's sleep, if you've lost that drive for life, if you feel your strength fading, or if your intimate life simply isn't what it once was, then you need to pay very close attention to what I'm about to share in the next few minutes. Today we're talking about testosterone, the most important male hormone in your body, and more specifically, how you can naturally boost your levels without injections, without hormone replacement therapy, and without dangerous side effects. And before you think it's too late or there's nothing you can do, let me tell you something. Science clearly shows that it's possible to increase testosterone naturally at any age, and the results can be absolutely life-changing. Before we go any further, do one thing for me right now. If you're not already subscribed to the Male Secret 60 Plus channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Why? Because here on this channel, we talk straight, no sugarcoating, about men's health and the topics that actually matter to you, but most places prefer to avoid. And if this video helps you in any way, and I'm sure it will, please share it with your friends, your brother, your dad, because quality information can literally change lives. Now give me your full attention, because we're diving straight in. Testosterone is much more than just the hormone linked to intimacy. It's responsible for maintaining your muscle mass, bone density, energy levels, motivation, mood, focus, fat distribution, and yes, your sexual vitality too. When your testosterone levels drop, and they naturally decline about 1 to 2% per year after age 30, your entire body feels the impact. By age 60, you could easily be 30 to 40% lower than you were at 30. And that explains so many of the changes you're experiencing. But here's the great news. Age-related decline is only part of the story. Many men have testosterone levels far lower than they should for their age, not because of aging, but because of lifestyle factors that can be fixed. Chronic stress, poor sleep, bad diet, lack of exercise, excess body fat, and heavy alcohol consumption can all dramatically suppress testosterone production. And the best part? When you correct these factors, your levels can rise significantly, sometimes back to ranges you haven't seen in years. Let's start with nutrition, because what you put on your plate has a direct impact on testosterone production. Your body needs specific nutrients to make testosterone, and if you're not providing them, production will be limited no matter what else you do. The first critical nutrient? Healthy fats. A lot of men grew up hearing that fat is the enemy, but the truth is, your body needs fat to produce hormones, including testosterone. Studies show that very low-fat diets are linked to lower testosterone levels. I'm talking about good fats: extra virgin olive oil, avocado, nuts like Brazil nuts, walnuts and almonds, seeds like chia and flax, and fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and tuna. These fats provide the building blocks your body uses to manufacture testosterone. Cholesterol also deserves a special mention here. Yes, despite its bad reputation, cholesterol is literally the raw material for testosterone. Your body takes cholesterol and converts it into testosterone through a series of chemical reactions. That doesn't mean you should go crazy with fried foods and fatty meats, but it does mean a moderate amount of cholesterol from healthy sources is essential. Whole eggs, for example, are an excellent source of healthy cholesterol and also contain vitamin D and other testosterone-supporting nutrients. Adequate protein is absolutely essential. Your body needs amino acids, the building blocks of protein, for countless functions, including hormone synthesis. But balance is key. Too much protein isn't ideal either. The general recommendation for active men wanting to optimize hormones is about 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So if you weigh 80 kilograms, 176 pounds, aim for 120 to 160 grams of protein per day, spread across meals. Good sources include lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy, if you tolerate it well, and plant-based options like beans and lentils. Specific micronutrients are crucial for testosterone production. Zinc is probably the most important one. Zinc deficiency is directly linked to low testosterone, and many older men don't get enough. The richest source by far is oysters, followed by moderate red meat, chicken, nuts, pumpkin seeds, and whole grains. Vitamin D is technically a hormone, not a vitamin, and it plays a massive role in testosterone production. Studies show men with sufficient vitamin D have significantly higher testosterone than those who are deficient. The problem? Most people don't get enough, especially if you live in a low-sun area or spend most of your time indoors. Getting 15 to 20 minutes of direct sun exposure on your arms and legs daily helps, but many men need supplementation. Magnesium is another critical mineral involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, including testosterone production. Sources include dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, avocado, and dark chocolate. Now let's talk about foods you should avoid or minimize because they actively suppress testosterone. Sugar and refined carbs are enemy number one. When you consume sugar or fast-digesting carbs, white bread, pasta, sweets, insulin spikes. Frequent insulin spikes lead to insulin resistance and belly fat gain, and that belly fat produces enzymes that convert testosterone into estrogen. Studies also show sugar intake can temporarily drop testosterone by up to 25%. Excess alcohol is extremely damaging to testosterone. Alcohol directly interferes with testosterone production in the testes and impairs liver function, which is critical for hormone metabolism. Chronic heavy drinking is linked to significantly lower testosterone. If you drink, moderation is key, and for some men with already low levels, total abstinence may be best. Ultra-processed foods full of chemical additives, preservatives, and trans fats should also be avoided. Many of these chemicals are endocrine disruptors that mess with your hormones. Now let's talk about exercise, one of the most powerful natural testosterone boosters. But not all exercise is equal. Strength training with weights is by far the most effective. When you lift heavy, especially big muscle groups like legs, back, and chest, your body responds by producing more testosterone and growth hormone. Studies show men who regularly resistance train have significantly higher testosterone than sedentary men of the same age. The key is proper intensity and progression. You need to challenge your muscles with weights heavy enough to cause fatigue in the 8 to 12 rep range and progressively increase the load over time. Compound exercises that hit multiple muscle groups, squats, deadlifts, bench presses, rows, are especially effective. You don't need to train every day. Recovery is crucial. 3 to 4 strength sessions per week is ideal for most men. And before you say, "I'm too old to lift weights," know this. Studies show men in their 60s, 70s, and 80s can benefit from strength training. 70s and even 80s can gain significant strength and muscle with proper training. Start slow if you're new, ideally with a trainer experienced with older adults, and build progressively. Cardiovascular exercise has its place, but it must be done wisely. Moderate cardio, brisk walking, cycling, swimming, is great for heart health and weight control. But excessive endurance training, think marathon running, can actually lower testosterone due to chronic stress on the body. Keep cardio moderate, maybe 20 to 30 minutes a few times a week, and make strength training the priority. High-intensity interval training, HIIT, is particularly powerful for testosterone. Short, intense bursts, e.g. 30 seconds all-out sprint, 90 seconds rest, repeat, have been shown to significantly boost testosterone, improve insulin sensitivity, and burn fat efficiently, all in just 15 to 20 minutes. Sleep is absolutely critical and often the most overlooked factor. The majority of testosterone production happens during deep sleep. Men who sleep only 5 hours per night have 10 to 15% lower testosterone than those getting 7 to 8 hours. And it's not just quantity. Quality matters. Frequent waking, untreated sleep apnea, and loud snoring all impair testosterone production. To optimize sleep, keep a consistent schedule. Make your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet. Avoid screens at least 1 hour before bed. Blue light suppresses melatonin. Cut caffeine after noon, and limit evening alcohol. If you have sleep apnea, very common in older, overweight men, get it treated. It's one of the biggest hidden testosterone killers. Stress management is another key piece. Chronic stress raises cortisol, and cortisol and testosterone have an inverse relationship. When one goes up, the other goes down. Chronic high cortisol also promotes belly fat, worsens sleep, and leads to poor eating habits, creating a vicious cycle. Effective stress reduction tools include meditation, strong evidence for lowering cortisol, deep breathing, time in nature, exercise, enjoyable hobbies, meaningful social connection, and laughter. Find what works for you and make it non-negotiable. Losing body fat, especially abdominal fat, can have a dramatic effect on testosterone. Belly fat contains aromatase, an enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen. The more belly fat you have, the more testosterone you're losing. Studies show obese men who lose significant weight can double their testosterone. Even losing 5 to 10% of body weight can make a big difference. And when you apply the diet, exercise, and sleep strategies we've discussed, fat loss happens naturally. Now, a word on natural supplements that have scientific backing. Remember, supplements are supplemental. They never replace a solid foundation of lifestyle habits. Vitamin D, 2,000 to 5,000 international units per day, ideally guided by blood work. Zinc, 15 to 30 milligrams per day if dietary intake is low. Magnesium, 300 to 400 milligrams per day, preferably glycinate or citrate. Ashwagandha. Studies show approximately 15% testosterone increase in 8 weeks by lowering cortisol. D-aspartic acid, some evidence in men with low T. Fenugreek, modest supporting evidence. Tribulus terrestris, mixed results. Always talk to your doctor before starting supplements, especially if you take medications. Other lifestyle factors. Morning sunlight exposure regulates circadian rhythm and boosts mood hormones. Strong social connections and intimacy linked to higher testosterone. Minimizing endocrine disruptors, avoid heating food in plastic, choose natural personal care products, go glass stainless steel when possible. Intermittent fasting can help when done moderately. Very prolonged fasting may lower T. Common myths debunked. 1. Masturbation lowers testosterone. False. Normal sexual activity has no significant negative effect. 2. Soy feminizes men, not supported by evidence in moderate amounts. 3. You need TRT to see real results. Completely false for most men. When is testosterone replacement therapy, TRT, appropriate? Only after you've optimized lifestyle for several months and still have very low levels with significant symptoms. TRT should be the last resort, not the first, because it carries risks and can shut down natural production. How long until you see results? Energy and mood can improve in weeks. Physical changes, muscle gain, fat loss, typically take 8 to 12 weeks of consistency. Intimate function improvements vary from weeks to months. Be patient and consistent. Have realistic expectations. At 65, you won't have the testosterone of a 25-year-old, and that's okay. The goal is optimal levels for your age, which can transform how you feel and function. Get blood work, total testosterone, free testosterone, estradiol, thyroid, to establish a baseline, then retest after 3 to 6 months of lifestyle changes. Quick recap of the most powerful strategies. 1. Nutrient-dense diet rich in healthy fats, quality protein, zinc, vitamin D, magnesium, low in sugar, refined carbs, alcohol. 2. Regular strength training, compound lifts, progressive overload, plus moderate cardio HIIT. 3. 7 to 8 hours of high-quality sleep. 4. Effective stress management. 5. Lose excess body fat, especially belly fat. 6. Strategic supplementation when needed. 7. Minimize endocrine disruptors and live purposefully. My promise to you, if you consistently apply these strategies, if you turn healthy choices into a lifestyle and not just a temporary fix, you will see changes. More energy, better mood, stronger body, improved intimacy, and a renewed sense of vitality. You deserve to feel great in your own body. You deserve the energy to enjoy your family, pursue your passions, and live fully. Optimized testosterone is a cornerstone of that. Before I go, one last request. If this video helped you, please hit the like button. It helps reach more men who need this. Share it with someone you care about, and in the comments let me know. Which strategy are you going to start with first? Have you tried any of these already? What results did you get? If you haven't already, subscribe to Male Secret 60+ and turn on notifications. We release new, no-nonsense men's health content every week. You're not alone on this journey. Millions of men are facing the same challenges. The difference is that now you have knowledge and a clear action plan. Use it. Take control of your health. Your future self will thank you for the decisions you make today. Take care, stay strong, and keep pursuing the best version of yourself. I'm Dr. Jane Taylor. See you in the next video.